Greetings everyone, it's me again, Ashra from Blood and Pictures, and welcome back to World of Warcraft. Today I have a small special treat for you. It took forever for me to actually get this done because I wanted to do all of the story stuff first, and then I got sick and other things kept creeping up on me and disabled me to do this. But I wanted to show and experience together with you the new Deathknight introduction sequence, because now with Visions of N'Zoth, even though most of you probably already know that, Pandaren and the allied races, all of them, as far as I'm aware, are able to become Deathknights now. I am almost as far enough to unlock the Volpera. I finally unlocked the Coltarian humans. But there are two things I was thinking about. Like, I thought for the longest time what race I want to pick for my new Death Knight. On one hand, I kind of wanted to recreate my old Death Knight Cathabras, who had like an epic story behind him and was a badass. But I had all of these new ones and they might hold more information, and I kind of wanted to use the ability to actually make a Death Knight allied race. And also you need World of Warcraft Visions of N'Zoth released it, but you need to pre-order Shadowlands in order to do this, because it's actually just supposed to be able to happen as soon as Shadowlands comes out and not before that. So maybe we'll get into spoiler territory, I don't know. And I'm still sick, but don't worry about that. And it just says gender. Just a big gender, because that's where my screen's pointing. But okay, I thought long and hard about which allied race. So I want to have a Dark Iron Death Knight, because their racial is just amazing, in my opinion, for Death Knights. But a Lightforged Draenei is freaking intriguing and interesting, because they're basically holy beings and filled with light, so shouldn't they self-destruct when they become Death Knights? So yeah, for the sake of the video, I will make a Lightforged Draenei as a Death Knight, which I wanted to do that anyway, and I can do both, and I will do both. But for my Lightforged Death Knight, I will go with a female, because they actually look from their body stature a lot like a race I made up for a world I'm building. So I will take that. What is face? I want the meanest Evil Knievel face I can get. Ishkazel. Finish. My first allied race Death Knight. Let's see. Okay, it doesn't change anything from the surrounding imagery, because I already have a Death Knight, but you can never have enough characters. You can never have enough tunes and twinks. So yeah, let's get into this and see what awaits us.
In life, you were a hero to your people. For their sake, you made the ultimate sacrifice. This is the hour of your dark rebirth. Death's power grows. Rise and become my champion.
Oh wow! That's not what I expected, but we are on the freaking frozen throne next to freaking Bolvar the Lichking.
Greetings.
And we have the 4 horsemen here.
Blood and thunder.
I am ready. Harness your hate. Make
That
it
is
useful.
interesting. That is really interesting. What do I want to be? Okay, let's see what we have here. We have a
Get
Pandaren.
on with it.
Yes.
Is this a dark... This is a Void Elf.
Speak your piece. Make it quick.
New voice lines for all of those. That's the... I think these are the Horde characters. These are the Alliance characters. No, there's a Orc and a... Okay, that is interesting. I mean, we're all in unity in death. So, that's a Nightborn. Are you an Orc or a Magar Orc? You're a Magar Orc, I think.
What? Make it quick.
Just the thought of a Robo-Gnome... That's interesting. Huh? You have the same horns like I do. Look at my twin. Damn, I kind of wish I would have recorded the old introduction sequence, because that was a cool long quest line and everything. But yeah, let's see. We have the 4 horsemen here. Yeah, let's see what the Lichking has to tell us.
Destiny calls to you.
Whoa! Those are a bunch of weapons. Listen closely, Yishgazil. A time of great destruction lies on the horizon that will challenge our very existence. Now, more than ever, we must rise to the defense of Azeroth. Are you speaking about N'Zoth? It is for this reason I have expanded the ranks of my champions to include the Draenei. The Lightforged Draenei, you mean, because the Draenei were already a part of you. Your sacrifice sets you apart from all others. Hold your head high. Furthermore, you will be a Death Knight of the Ebon Blade. I'm sorry for that. Now, swear your fealty. Swear fealty to the Lich King. So he's taking control over the Ebon Blade or what? Oh wow, the Lich King's profile picture is like an artistic representation of Arthas, actually. That's awkward. It's a teeny bit awkward, isn't it? Okay.
There is much to be done.
Now swear your fealty. And I get... How do they look? Oh. Oh my god, they look awesome. Oh, it's the same sword, just smaller or bigger, depending on two-handed or one-handed weapons.
Go now and do what must be done.
So, he's either talking about N'Zoth, which would make sense since Visions of N'Zoth came out and all of that. Because I doubt he's speaking about like Shadowlands approaching, like what happens in Shadowlands and all of that, because he seemed kind of surprised of what was happening in the cinematic, and I kind of just doubt it. Oh, I need to. Ah! Just saluting and shouting.
You are empty inside, just like me.
If you say so. I accepted your pledge. Serve us well. To that end, new weapons worthy of a Knight of the Ebon Blade have been forged. Choose my champion. Yeah, I go for the red one. I really want all of those transmogs. I got them all. I got them freaking all. That's cool. I take that. Defender of Azeroth. An excellent choice. troubling times come. As one of the chosen few, it is both your burden and privilege to defend our world. It is a great honor. But also know you will be met with the scorn of the ignorant. Oftentimes, mortals are incapable of seeing past our fearsome appearance. Ignore these fools and do what must be done. Speak with your commander, then use his Deathgate to travel to the land of the living and choose your destiny. Speak with Highland or in Mograine, and then Highland's okay.
Do not be merciful.
Sometimes mercy is the right thing to do, though. Like, no offense, but no mercy is not always the best way to handle things.
All is not lost.
But while we fight
Not
against
yet.
old gods and demons, or old gods back then and now, or Legion back then, but now old gods. So, mercy towards those, I guess it's not applicable because they don't even want our mercy, but whatever. This is an important moment. Make the knights proud, Ishgazelle. Reporting for duty.
A shadow.
Dire times call for new allies. You come from a strong people. No doubt you will serve the Ebon Blade well. It seems the Lichking has sensed the same truth as we have. That a rising threat stalks us from the shadows, and that we must bolster our ranks to face it. There is little time for ceremony. Take up your blade and prove your mettle. Conquer the darkness. Become its master. Many in this world will fear you, revile you, but they need you more than they know. Go forth and claim your destiny, Death Knight. And through all the trials you endure, suffer well.
I have one question. Why did your voice change? Did the voice, the voice actor change? Did the voice actor change? Can you, like, not spam the letter N? No. What? I shouldn't be able to read that, I think. Either way. Great. Is there a quest line connected to this, or am I just straight into the party? I guess since my level got increased to 58 instead of 55, we're just straight into the party, which is kind of a little bit sad. I liked, even though it took long, I kind of liked the long introduction sequence of the Deathknights. I mean, sure, if you want to make many more characters, it's kind of iffy, but I kind of liked it nonetheless. I'm just straight in front of Stormwind. Interesting. Appearance stuff. Okay. I got a bunch of new swords and I love it. I freaking love it. You know what would be cool? If the Deathknights got like an undead version of every racial mount. That would be cool. So, yeah, what mount do I want to pick? I don't know. What is a fear invigorating mount? What strikes fear into my opponents and lets them tremble when they see me? I know. Squeakers. Perfect. The most the most fear-invigorating mounts of them all. A huge rat. Either way. The king needs you. Please take a flyer. Oh, that's this thing. Border Turner, Hauling Fjord, Hellfall Peninsula. Choose your destiny. Quest complete. Ah, there we get. That's our death gate. It's kind of stupid that you have to, like, do this quest and then you're not introduced into how the runesmithing works. Because you kind of, like, need a rune forge and all of that. Especially Lightforged Draenei don't really make sense. And they, like, did not, like, we sacrificed ourselves probably in the war. Against the Horde, or Horde versus Alliance, or, like, in general, from all the stuff that went down. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is all. If there's any more thing to this, I will show you guys, but for now, I think this is literally it. I expected there to be at least some sort of short quest line or stuff like that. Like an introduction sequence, like the Deathknights had before, and the well, Demon Hunters have. Because now, I don't know. And like with Demon Hunters and Deathknights starting at the same level as allied races in the new content in Shadowlands, it strips everything away that made hero classes basically, except for maybe being a bit more powerful than other classes. Yeah, I kind of like the introduction like at least like a small quest line, like we have a little problem with N'Zoth invading here, so please defeat a few of his minions and then you're off to go to save the world or whatever. Like something like that. Just a little small thing to accommodate that I am a hero class and my starting experience should be different. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this little sneak introduction, the look into the allied race Death Knight creation. But either way, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please leave a like. And consider subscribing if you haven't already to see more of my videos. But either way, I sincerely love all of you guys. And we'll see each other in the next video in the stream. Cheerio!